Well, hey there, Chad Weber here with a quick heads up and update for you all. This is something that could have a potentially negative impact for those of you who have websites or do any sort of lead generation or lead capture on the web currently. And you may or may not have heard about this already, but I just felt that it's very important to go ahead and give you guys a heads up, just because, again, this can have a severely negative impact on your lead generation. Now, this is the Google Chrome 62 update. Now, technically, for some of you, this update already happened in late October, and we're going to see its impact spread to more loan officers come January 2018, just because that's when Google's really going to start pushing people to use the latest Chrome 62 update. So depending on which version of Chrome you're using right now. So what are we talking about here? Well, what we're talking about is the fact that in the latest version of Chrome, Google has now set it up so that if your website is not using an SSL security certificate, that they're going to start showing warnings to all your website visitors that your website is unsecure. So this applies to all websites that have a lead form or a login or something of a lead capture nature that could potentially pass information on from the web visitor to potentially someone who is spoofing a site or has hacked or whatever the case may be. So what is an SSL security certificate? Well, an SSL certificate essentially is an encryption. It's when the individuals actually send data to your website, that data is protected. Okay, so Google has been pushing website owners to start using security certificates for a very long time now, just because, again, it's a best practice. However, in the past, they weren't warning people that visited your website, oh, hey, this website might be unsecure, your data might be getting stolen, and basically it's scaring the crap out of your visitors. And I know that you already spend so much time and money and effort trying to get people to give you their information. Why make it more difficult? Right? So that's the big concern here, is what do you think it does to conversion rates when individuals are going to visit your website and then they're getting these warnings that, oh, hey, well, this website might be hacked, it might be, your information might not be safe. Are they really going to give up their information, especially if you have a mini 1003 on there and ask for anything even remotely personal? Okay, but in addition to this is such a big deal because 58.4% of all internet traffic travels through Google Chrome. Okay, so that browser is by far the dominant browser in the US. But on top of that, Google also uses these security certificates as an internet trust and ranking signal. So Google decides that, hey, if we can trust your website because we know it's the real deal, they're going to give more weight to it. So part of your ranking is actually tied to having your security certificate. So there's trust factors with prospects as well. Again, what does it do to their mentality when they're already a little dubious and concerned about giving up their private information? So maybe if they're kind of on the fence, but once they see that warning, what do you think that does? Do you think that pushes more people in a positive light or in a negative light when it comes to conversion? So I bring all of this up, guys, because this Thursday, that's the 14th at 1 o'clock Central. So that's 2 o'clock Eastern, that's 11 o'clock Pacific. And again, that's this Thursday, the 14th. We're going to talk about freemortgagewebsite.com. So as I'm rolling out that brand new free mortgage website, I'm also going to we're going to kick things off by covering the security certificate issue. What can you do about it? Because you're probably hearing a lot of different stories about how to fix this issue. Well, should I go buy a security certificate? Okay, well, there's 80 different companies out there selling them, and they range in price from a couple bucks to hundreds of dollars. What's the difference? Are these cheap ones worth it? Are they even secure? Are they even going to solve the problem, or are we still going to see this warning? So I'm going to show you guys how to navigate that issue and a quick solution. But on top of that, folks, we're also going to talk about the aspects of web presence that are most important for 2018. Because I know we're just right around the corner here, and a lot is really, really changing when it comes to the way people shop and what you need to do with your web presence to actually get people to give you their information. And one of that issues is definitely tied to the security issue, but on top of that, there's other factors that you do need to consider. We're also going to talk about how some site owners are converting 25 to 30% of all the visitors to their websites into leads. So how do you do that? How do you convince about a third, roughly a third, between a quarter and a third of the people that visit your website to actually say, yeah, this is the loan officer for me. These are the guys that I want to give my business to, because it's not as difficult and complex as it may seem at first glance. And finally, you're going to have an opportunity to claim a free high conversion lead capture website. If you just want to say, hey, screw it, let's just get this done. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get one for free. All right. So it's to sign up or register for this free webinar, folks. It's freemortgagewebsite.com. Now, if you're watching this at freemortgagewebsite.com already, you're probably on a different page. Just go to the main page, freemortgagewebsite.com. And on that page, you'll be able to register for this Thursday's session. And this is something that you really don't want to miss, guys, because it's the free websites are first come, first served. But you got to register and you got to be there if you want to claim your website. All right. We're also going to solve the security problem and make sure that you're not actually going backwards in 2018. When you're trying to be moving forward, the last thing you want to do is take a bunch of steps back when it comes to your web conversion. All right, folks. I will see you on Thursday. Make it a great day.